I'll ask you first. Nebraska was one of your top schools coming out of high school. How excited are you to be able to go up there and play on that field?
I actually went to one of their games on the recruiting visits and stuff. Getting to see the balloons rise up after they scored a touchdown, and everybody's like throwing up the bones and stuff. It's a really cool culture up there, really cool tradition, and I would like to play against it, see how the stadium reacts. Just to ups and downs. Being on the field, it's gonna feel completely different. So I'm excited.
Kind of quiet.
Yeah.
Kind of seems like the theme of the week is just keep the outside noise from everything that's happening in Lincoln. You guys know that you're going to get their best. Nothing unusual for Oklahoma, but just what's the mindset this week?
Well, we know it's a rivalry. We know they're a good team. They got a lot of talent. And what's going on right now in Lincoln is really none of our business. They're still a team that we got to face. We're going to get their best. It's still a rivalry. You don't always know what's going to happen in a rivalry. So we're going to bring a lot of energy, prepare like we continue to prepare every week, and go after it.
Kind of one of those things that look no further than what almost happened a year ago with Nebraska.
Yeah, exactly.
So obviously being that they've got an interim coach and all that stuff, you say you're not worried about all that, the coaching stuff, but obviously they're going to be a team that they got nothing to lose. Have the coaches been talking to y'all about be prepared for just about anything?
Yeah, they've been saying that about the first two games as well. We're a big opponent. We're gonna get everybody's best. You think about Alabama, everybody's gonna bring their best against Alabama. So every game's gonna be challenging. You don't know what's gonna happen. So every week, no matter how well we prepared last week, we got to rip down the studs. We got to start again. We got to train hard. We got to work in the weight room. We got to be on top of our academics. Everything matters. Yeah.
Ethan, what stands out to you about the way you guys played Saturday night?
I would say facing adversity was really impressive. So, coming in, not listening too much to the crowd noise. Of course, love our stadium, love our fans. But you know how discouraging it can be when you see a lesser opponent hitting up on a big shot team, right? So we knew what to expect, though. We knew how well they played. We knew how elusive that quarterback was. We knew how good they were on defense as well. So once we faced that adversity, got back in the locker room, cleaned it up, got back after halftime, and we were just playing ball, started clicking, and we know we're that team.
Seeing upsets earlier in the day, does that put you guys on high alert or anything like that when there's big upsets across the country?
Nah, we really didn't talk about it, before the game. Seeing upsets like after the game and stuff, it's crazy to think there's literally a formula to winning every week. And it's you might miss by an inch, and that inch may have an effect way down the road, like a butterfly effect that shows up on game day. And we've got to stick to that formula and abide by it. And it doesn't matter who you're playing on game day. If you miss that inch back on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, then it's going to show up in the game. So, I don't discredit those teams that had upsets. They're still great teams, still great programs. It's just missing by an inch can go a long way.
What kind of foundation have you guys set here over the first 2 weeks defensively?
I would say hard-nosed effort, being relentless, and being strong, relying on each other, being accountable. And a lot of teams can say that, but we've really put it to work, really practiced that, really relying on each other. It's really nice.
I asked Coach Roof today about the slippery quarterback, Colin Schlee, and he was getting away from a lot of sacks, and you just mentioned him being elusive. Can that demoralize you a little bit? You beat your man, you get to the quarterback, you get your arms on him, and then you just don't get him down. Can that disrupt the rest of the day, or do you have to just put it behind you and go play by play?
Yeah, it's got to be next play, because like I said, that inch, if you didn't take that next step to follow through on the tackle, and as strong and elusive as he was, just slipped it off, right? We missed tons of tackles last Saturday. So we saw we're weak right now. We know that we got to work on that in practice. We got to stay on top of that and finish following through, even on the tackle. Like you said, beat your man, got good hands, good feet. Now you get to that quarterback. Now wrap him up. Grab his skin, rip off his skin, and push through him. And that's just that inch. We got to focus on the inch. Yeah.
You would have seen Casey Thompson last year, right? You would have seen him. What do you remember about preparing for him and going up against him as a team?
I just went blank. Remind me who Casey is. Sorry,
Texas quarterback last year.
Yes.
Quarterback this year.
Yes. Okay. God, I don't know why I forgot that for a second. No, we played him before. We know he's a talented dude. He loves to throw while he's scrambling. You know, he's a smart guy, he's fast. You know, we played a quarterback just like him last week, so we know what to expect watching the film on him and prepared.
There's similarities there between him and the Kent State guy.
I think so, yeah.
Nebraska's been able to score, so what do you see from them offensively that's been the reason why they've had so much success? They've been able to score points.
I think they got a lot of talent. They're fast, and you know, you watch the film. They got tight ends and stuff, chasing down the field for blocks. They got a lot of effort out there. Take a lot of pride in how they play, and that's good competition. It's the best offense we've seen so far, and it's going to be a good challenge for us. They got good, strong running backs that break a lot of arm tackles, so it's going to be a good challenge. Yeah.
Coach Venables talked about wanting to see you all strain a little bit. Like he said, he came into last week's game saying, I hope you all have some strain just to see how you guys would react. Can you give us kind of just a synopsis of, you know how the outcome was, but how the instant reaction was, the leadership was on the sideline, just the overall mentality that you all took to not get too high, too low, when there was some ups and downs, some major frustrations on Saturday?
Yeah, I would say when we went through fall camp, fall camp was so hard. Every single day it's a grind, and every team can say that, but it was the hardest football's ever been for anybody. And we're out on the rugby fields, and it's uncomfortable. We're out of our comfort zone, and we're in the grind, we're in the heat, we're sweating together, we're bleeding together, even crying together at times because it gets emotional. And man, we've been through so much worse. I say so much worse, as in it's been so much harder. And he knows that we strain. He knows that we got that work ethic. He knows that we're that family, that we're that brotherhood. So when we get out there and he's saying, I challenge you now, strain like you once did, right? You've done it before, you can do it again. Here's the adversity, let's see who you are when it comes. So instead of just practice strain, it's applying when you face adversity, applying your character, applying your work ethic, and going after it.
That stuff come even more in handy, I guess, on the road.
Yeah. I think so. Haven't had a road game yet, so when we go out there, I think we're going to have a ton of excitement, but we really got to focus and dial in on our details. Yeah.
Ethan, has coaches mentioned to you the number of one-scored games Nebraska's been in the last 3 years?
No, hasn't mentioned it.
They've lost, of their last 13 losses, how many would you guess have been by single digits? Just take a shot.
Probably 10 of them. How many?
13.
All 13?
All 13.
Yeah.
But give you an idea of how this could easily be a different opponent just in terms of...
No, yeah, we're not underestimating them at all.
Yeah.
We know they're a great team. We know that, like I said, they took a ton of pride in how they play. So not underestimating one bit. We're going to prepare and going to go at it like Game 7, just keep working.
So the LED lights, the lights.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm sure it was, but could you tell just on the sideline just a different level of intensity the second everything started rocking in the stadium at that point?
I did. It was a lot of fun because I grew up going to games up here in Norman, and to get to see a little change like that with the lights and the whole stadium turning on their flashlights, and it brings a lot of community, a lot of family atmosphere. I know I keep saying family, but talking about all the fans that came and all that they pour into it, it's really, really cool to see all that buying together, the culture that Coach Venables is bringing, how it's kind of reviving to all of the OU DNA, the OU tradition. The fans are coming back. They're enjoying the games more than ever, because singing the alma mater after the game, there's just so much that Coach Venables is doing that is going to change our lives and the future of the program.